Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Safety Talks with Safety Man. I'm Corey Jones, your host, and today we're diving into a topic that's both deeply personal and profoundly important to our nation: the future of private firearm ownership in America. While Second Amendment explicitly protects the right to keep and bear arms, it also mentions the need for a quote, well regulated militia. This balance between rights and responsibilities forms the foundation of this discussion. As we move forward in society that's increasingly complex, I firmly believe that responsible firearm ownership is key, not just for personal safety, but also for the safety and well being of our communities. So let's explore what it means to own a firearm legally and responsibly in the 21st century. The Second Amendment and modern interpretation. The Second Amendment states, quote, a well regulated militia being necessary to secure a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. At first glance, this language appears absolute, but as we must recognize the historical context, at the time, a militia was made up of ordinary citizens who was expected to be prepared to defend their communities. This responsibility inherently included training and regulation to ensure effectiveness and safety. Now let's fast forward to today. The term well regulated still applies, but the way we interpret it must evolve with the times. In a world where firearms are more accessible and powerful than ever, ensuring that gun owners are well trained, mentally fit, knowledgeable about the law is critical. Knowledge about the law, the use of force policy is critical. Rights do come with responsibilities. And the preservation of these rights, of our rights, of your rights, of our rights, depends on how responsibly we adhere to them. There's a case for robust firearm regulations. Let's talk about what I believe should be part of a modern, responsible approach to firearm ownership. Enhanced background checks on every firearm purchase. Every firearm purchase should require an extensive background investigation. This isn't about infringing on our rights. It's about ensuring that guns don't end up in the hands of people with criminal intent, histories of violence, on terror watch lists, or anything like that. They should include mental health assessments. We also need to address the mental health aspect of gun ownership. A mental health evaluation conducted by licensed professionals should be part of the application process. This isn't about, again, stigmatizing mental health. It's about ensuring that those in crisis get the help they need while maintaining public safety. References, personal references from individuals who can vouch for your character, responsibility, mental health stability, no criminal history in your background. This adds another layer of accountability in the community into the process. Mandatory training programs. This is where I come in. I'm very passionate that owning a firearm isn't just a right, it's a responsibility. It's a skill, it's a discipline. I propose that every gun owner must complete a certified training program repeated at least every 2 years. This program should cover marksmanship and safety, basics to advanced shooting skills and safe firearm handling, mastery of the use of force law and policy of the state of New Jersey and the federal government, understanding when and how to use force is legally justifiable, clearing malfunctions so that gun works when you need it to, emergency reloads, critical skills for safe firearm application, deholstering and reholstering techniques. That's where a lot of unintentional discharge is happening. Doing so safely and preventing accidents. Then we have to talk about the legal implications, the potential criminal and civil repercussions of using a firearm improperly. Finally, post incident, preparing for the emotional, physical toll of using deadly force, including PTS and other psychological impacts. This type of training doesn't make gun owners more competent, it makes them safer for everyone around them. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't not only make gun owners more competent, it makes everyone safer around them, their family, their friends, the innocent people that they need there to protect if something bad happens. It's not enough to know how to use the gun owners, you must be prepared for the legal ramifications of doing so. After a use of force incident, even if it's justified, you could face both criminal and civil charges. Legal representation is crucial. Every responsible gun owner should have a plan for accessing legal defense, whether through a specialized insurance program or a trusted criminal defense attorney. Additionally, understanding the laws specifically in your state, but also those specifically regarding self-defense and firearm use is non-negotiable. Ignorance of the law is not a defense, and the stakes are far too high to take chances. The emotional and physical aftermath of a deadly force incident. I've had four good friends, law enforcement officers, who've unfortunately had to do that. Finally, let's address that overlooked aspect of it. Even in cases where our actions are legally justified, the emotional toll can still be overwhelming. Many individuals experience guilt, anxiety, or PTS after such an event. Physical symptoms like loss of appetite, difficulty sleeping are also common. Even if you struggle in your relationship, that could be a common. Preparing for these potential outcomes is just as important as learning to shoot accurately. Seek counseling or support groups for firearm owners who's been through similar experiences. The goal is to ensure that you not only survive the incident, but also survive in its aftermath. In closing, the right to own a firearm is the cornerstone of our Constitution, but with this right comes the responsibility to use firearms safely, legally, and effectively. Robust regulations, regular training, and preparation for the emotional and legal challenges of firearm ownership are not barriers to your rights. They are means by which we protect them for future generations. Thank you for listening to Safety Man Talks with Safety Man. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with someone who cares about responsible firearm ownership. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and stay prepared. Train now. Also, please like, listen, follow, and share, and comment. I know I said some controversial things in here. I'd love to discuss them with you. Stay safe.